Arizona Senator John McCain has passed away today. He died at the age of 81 with the cause of death being brain cancer. And it's really gotten me thinking about the right way to approach this if you're someone that really doesn't like John McCain. And I don't just mean like political differences. In my opinion, if someone has a difference of politics, but it's overall no big deal, like if they had a different opinion, then anyone celebrating someone's death is absolutely awful. Like over just petty political differences, I think you are quite a horrible person if you're celebrating someone's death just because of a difference of opinion. And then there are situations like John McCain where, I mean, it's not just the political differences, it can be the actual actions that you might disagree with. Because John McCain's a very controversial person. To the right, a lot of the right wing loves him because he's a war veteran. He fought in the Vietnam War, and he was captured and survived that. That's got to be absolutely awful to go through. And since in politics, really not too many on the right like him, and the left definitely doesn't like him. He's done, like, there are pictures of him like shaking hands and smiling with known Middle Eastern terrorists, and he has it would not be wrong to call him a warmonger, and that's why I'm taking the time to make this video, because I don't like John McCain. I'll say that right out front. I do not like John McCain as a person. I don't think he is a good person. And normally, like, I wouldn't say anything at all. Like, normally, because the whole thing is if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And I think even despite all the bad things I believe John McCain has done, going out and kind of celebrating his death does not seem like a good thing. That doesn't seem like a genuinely good thing to do. Because, I mean, he's passed away. Like, he's gone now. But the family is in mourning, and really just going out and celebrating someone's death, like, I'm concerned about the family. They've done nothing wrong to me or anyone, and like, that's the thing, like the whole thoughts and prayers thing, like, I feel genuinely bad for the family. Like, it's absolutely awful to lose a family member. But yeah, the whole reason of this video is to say, like, what's the right approach to someone that you genuinely don't think is a good person, and who has just died. Like, and I don't think celebrating someone's death or doing a complete 180 on someone you really dislike and saying, oh, like, they were a good person and great hero, may he rest in peace, kind of thing. I don't think either of those are necessarily the good approach. But the whole reason I have this tweet up, because I find this very interesting. Something that Senator Rand Paul said. Kelly and I send our prayers and condolences to the family of Senator John McCain, a man of great courage and conviction. May he rest in peace. And if you know, Rand Paul and John McCain are like total opposites in terms of ideology. Like, they're both like, they've gotten in fights all the time. McCain has accused Rand Paul of being a Russian puppet and working for Putin, stuff like that. And then Rand Paul will come out and say, like, prayers and condolences to the family, which, note, he said to the family, which I admire. I think this right here is the best approach. Because if you look in the comments below, I'm not going to start, like, complaining about people on Twitter, but a warmonger and a traitor to his party, but regardless, rest in peace. There's the flag at half-mast. He was a neocon warmonger who called you a Russian stooge. Why bother with the niceties? Call him out for what he was. He was responsible for the deaths of hundreds of thousands of Syrians, Iraqis, Libyans, etc. And don't forget the American war dead and injured. And that's the thing, like, I think John McCain does have blood on his hands. I think if not for him, there are people that would be alive today that are now not alive because of his votes and his policies and that. And that's what makes this so difficult, because it's not a difference of opinion. It's like, this man, I'm quite confident. Again, it's just like, it's a public figure. I don't know him personally, but I'm quite confident that he has blood on his hands. Which, all I can say is, this sounds a bit hypocritical, because it's like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And normally I wasn't going to say anything. Like, that was my thing. I wasn't going to say anything at all because I don't want to be nice to him, and because I don't think he's a good person, or I don't want to say nice things about him because I believe those would be disingenuous, and I don't want to say mean things about him because that just seems bad on the, like, why, like, what's the point? What's the point? He's gone now, and any of that, like, I wouldn't want to post something awful and have one of his family members see it and get upset. Like, that's not my intention. I don't want to hurt the family members at all. So I think really the best approach is, in cases like this, if you're not a fan of John McCain, don't say anything. And the whole reason I'm making this video is because my point is not to say something specifically about John McCain, but make the point of how should you approach someone passing away that you would consider an enemy, in a sense, or someone that you really dislike and you actually think is a bad person. And I think really the approach is just not to say anything. And I don't agree with the idea that you shouldn't speak ill of the dead. I'm just saying give it time. I'm saying attack John McCain for all you want when he's out doing horrible things. And after he's dead, like, just the fact that he's dead doesn't mean you can't condemn him for horrible things he's done and let people know, like, this is what he did. How about when he just died and people are still mourning, especially, like, family members are still mourning? I think this is the only appropriate time to take a step back and say, okay, like, it's not time to say anything. Like, if you want to do, like, condolences to the family, like, sure, my condolences to the family, because, again, they have done nothing wrong in this. I have nothing against them, and I'm pretty sure they're going through a really rough time right now, and that's the thing. Like, it doesn't seem right to say anything that, again, like, I'm not a public figure or anything, so it's like I could say whatever I want and there was no chance they would see it, but still, it's like I don't think anyone should go out and celebrate his death. That just seems wrong. It just seems in bad taste. It's like just give it time. That is my opinion on this whole situation. And again, the point of the video is just to try to apply that universally, because I'm trying to think of other people that, like, people I like, that when they passed away, people will be like, yeah, this white supremacist is dead, or this person is dead, and it's like, okay, they're not actually white supremacists, for one, but people celebrating someone's death of someone I liked, I can't imagine me, like, no, just don't do it. That's my thing. Just whatever your opinion on John McCain, if you liked him, say good things about him. If you don't like him, if you legitimately think he's a horrible person, then all I can say is condolences to the family, or just don't say anything. I think that is the best approach, and now is as good a time as any to, I think, make people aware of that, to say, like, hey, this is what I believe to be the best approach. But if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments what you think. I'm curious to know, because this is my fourth take, because I went through different things, and I'm like, it's a difficult issue. It's a very difficult issue. But all I can say is talking about John McCain's politics and stuff isn't, like, of all the time, there's only one time to not do that, and that time is right now. So yeah, I feel sorry for his family. And all I can say is just, yeah, that's rough on the family, but again, I'm not going to go out and say he was an American hero and he was a great human being, because I think that comes across as very disingenuous. But yeah, condolences to the family.